Connecting. Hunter ID confirmed.
Good morning, Lincoln, and hello, hunters. This is Lad's Latest, your briefing hub for Love and Deepspace. Good morning, hunters, and happy reset day. I hope that you all had a wonderful weekend. I know that I certainly did. I'm Mira, your Hunter Morale Officer here at Lincoln HQ, and between the God of Annihilation knocking at the door and the Continuum threatening to snap, you'd think HQ would cut us some slack. Instead, they insist on keeping morale high, and that starts with a proper weekend recap, where I go over everything that happened over the weekend that you may have missed. So, let's get into things before something else breaks. Starting, of course, with our dates and reminders. Edge of Continuum is still going on and ends October 9th, which means we still have about a week and a half before it ends. Still plenty of time to pull on one or two of the cards so that you can experience the story or get the battle companion. Then we have the Jimmy Choo collab, which ends October 5th. Now, I did do the math, and while normally the 10 days with you do last a little bit longer than the 10 days, this one unfortunately does not. So you would have had to start on the 25th in order to receive all of the items. However, you do still have time to collect the earrings and some of the Ascension items. So I suggest you start now so that you can at least get some of the items out of it, although you will not get the dress at this time. Finally, we have two kitty card items. One, we have the badge rerun starting October 1st, and then we have the extra kitty card drops, which end on October 6th. Now, on to the news that happened over the weekend, starting with the Edge of Continuum art contest, which started on the 25th and goes until October 10th. During this time, you can submit any type of art, whether that be digital, cosplay, baking, crafting, whatever it is. Send that in to Infold or the specified wherever you need to turn it into. On November 3rd, they will announce the winners, and you will receive some in-game items should you win. For more information, you can visit their social media pages and get all of the instructions and rules that apply. Secondly, Twinkle Toys has announced their newest plushie, Whimsy Mushi. I love the name. It's really hard to say, but Whimsy Mushi. Whimsy Mushi will arrive actually today and have a rate up until October 12th. So make sure that you're doing the 2-prong machine with your boys so that you can go ahead and get those affinity level ups. This little guy is so freaking adorable. I can't wait to get him myself. Of course, the boys are appearing more out of game now. Both of the events I'm about ready to talk about are both in China. The first one is the Light and Shadow show, where the boys were happily displayed on a building. First off, I wanted to see these. These are gorgeous, and I would love to see something like this in real life. But also, look at our boys. I would love to see these guys on a building. I know they've appeared in New York a few times. I wish I could go see it myself, but I just think this is so cool to have a light show on buildings. I always thought it was really neat, and it's really cool to see our guys up there as well. I can't believe how huge Love and Deepspace is in China. It's incredible. Now, this second one, I have to admit, I had to scour the internet for the information. I haven't figured out how to get access to XHS. And really all I have is Weibo. So I was like, what is this? What is this? Is it a movie? Is there a Love and Deepspace movie? No, there is not. And I was a little disappointed about it. But also, it's at the cinema. Love and Deepspace has partnered with Wanda Cinema, and they are going to have basically just a bunch of merchandise at the cinema itself. So they're going to have popcorn buckets, soda cups, they'll have posters, some merchandise. They'll also have some wall scrolls, some keychains, and they will be advertising Love and Deepspace before the movies as well. Again, I cannot believe how big this game is in China. Part of me wants to go just so I can experience and see this. I wish that I could see this in real life, but I'm hoping that eventually it will go global as well. There's also going to be a bunch of wall posters, hanging signs, pop-up posters of these guys. I mean, I just like can't even believe how popular this game is out there. And look at these posters. These posters are so great. I mean, I love that they're using like the main story type of feel to these posters. I mean, we got DB, we got Lemurian Sea God, we've got the On a Kindness leader from the beginning of Long Awaited, we have early Caleb from Homecoming Wings. I mean, this is just incredible. I cannot even believe this. Anyway, let me know down in the comments how you feel or what you think about this cinema collab that they have going on. Honestly, I would die to see these posters in my movie theater. Honestly, I don't go very often, but I would absolutely go. If there was a chance for me to not only get merged, but to see these posters in real life, I think I would die. Speaking of merch, we did receive our next Nendoroid drop. Raphael has arrived and is available for pre-order, though he will be available for purchase March of 2026. Look at this guy. He's so cute. Maybe it's because Raphael's inherently playful. I just really love this. I love that they also gave him his artsy burb and an artist's palette. It's very, very cute. So I've noticed that there is a pattern on how they're dropping these as well. It's about every 3 months that they're announcing. So my next guess is the end of December, the beginning of January is when we should get our next announcement for the next guy, which I'm assuming is going to be Silas. But keep an eye out for that. They're also dropping at different times as well, so you won't be able to get them all at once. But it's still super exciting. They are being dropped and announced, so keep an eye out for the end of December and January, like I said, and we should get another one for Silas, hopefully. And now we are on to our Hunter highlights. For those of you who are new, I highlight different photos of my community in a small little showcase. I have 3 different categories: solos, couples, and journals, because why not show all of those off? We had quite a bit of submissions today, so it's going to be kind of a quick run through because I think it's going to take me 20 minutes if I spend too much time on it. However, I did want to make sure that I got everybody because you guys did so many great photos. This week's theme was Zane. If you're interested in submitting your own photos, feel free to follow the links down in the description. I also post themes in my community post every week as well. But let's go ahead and just get right into it. Starting with our solos, we have Kachik, who, okay, I'm gonna admit, most of my community could not resist buying this outfit, and neither could I, because this outfit is gorgeous. It's honestly, Raphael's is pretty good, but there's something about Zane's that's amazing. And Kachik is using the new couples pose with the golden string of fate. Kachik, this is a gorgeous, I really love the background too. You selected such a great background for this. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much, Kachik, for submitting this photo. We also have Kira, who submitted a bunch of her photos as well. Different themed, Zane themed photos, might I add. She has the Master of Fate, the Foreseer, which honestly, I think the Foreseer outfit is probably one of my favorite outfits as well. She has Zane's wedding outfit and the new outfit as well. She was gracious to provide us with some QR codes, so if you're interested, please feel free to pause anytime you see a QR code and grab a quick snap of it. Kira, these are absolutely gorgeous, and the backgrounds you've chosen for them, and I really like your last photo. I love the pose with that dress in particular. I don't know what it is. It's so beautiful, though. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for submitting these. And finally, we have our couples. Kajik also submitted her couples photo. She said that she had just gotten done doing battle and was feeling very battle girly, so she did a lot of battle poses. And honestly, the Claymore was such a great fit, honestly, for this this banner. I love it. She has the good pose with Zane. I love that Zane pose too. The God of Annihilation outfit on Zane is just insane too. This myth banner, the whole outfit, all of it, I don't know. It's just every time I see something with Zane, it just feels so special. I love this. Thank you so much for submitting it, Kachik. Your girlie's so cute too. I love it so much. You look so good with Zane. We also have Lilith, who supplied one of her QR codes for the first one, which is graciously named I Couldn't Get Them to Kiss. Me and her talk about how we get upset that there's too much clipping and there's no actual kissing. So that is her attempt of getting a kiss photo. She did supply the QR code for that one. She also has forehead kisses. She has a wedding one, and the last one is blue and gold is my favorite color combination, and I absolutely love that last photo. It's so thematic and dramatic, and it hits the serotonin in my brain so good, Lilith. I love it so much. Thank you so much for submitting your photos. I really appreciate you. We also have Kira, who submitted several of her wedding photos as well, along with the QR codes, so feel free to snap these. That middle one is so cute. It feels like such a Zayn MC pose, the second one in with her arm over his shoulder. It feels very much like it's a very MC Zayn pose. I love it so much. But these are so gorgeous, so light and airy too. They feel so light and airy. I love them so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Kira. I really appreciate you. I'm glad you sent them in. I was a little worried that you'd miss it, but I'm really, really glad you sent these in. They're beautiful. And then, of course, Deepspace, always providing us with a QR code as well. See what I'm talking about? We all love this outfit. It's so dramatic, and the poses are so dramatic, and honestly, the way Zane's looking at your MC is so... it feels like so much love is in that one. I love that you guys are using the starry background also. I don't know why that didn't even cross my brain to use, but it works so well with this. It feels very it almost feels like Astrologian, not Astrologian. We don't speak of that name here. I love this photo, Deepspace. It's so gorgeous. And thank you, as always, for submitting your QR code. And finally, we do have a journal entry. Lilith said that she had a project that she was working on and hoped that it would turn out great. Lilith, I think it turned out beautiful. I like that you actually I noticed that your background is actually a photo of one of the backgrounds from the Zayn event from his birthday. And I think that's such a clever way of using it for a background. I did not even think about that, but I think it's so smart. It's so smart. You did such a great job. And I really like the use of the tape, as always. And all of these photos are they're just so precious. I love it so much. I think you did a great job, Lilith. You should be proud of yourself. We did also have a His Room submission. Now, I did take the link away for this one just because we didn't have a whole lot of submissions for it. However, if it does become something frequent, I'm happy to bring that back. However, if you do have a His Room that you'd like to submit, feel free to just submit it in the journal and I will absolutely show it off for you because a holy picture, Lilith. First off, I didn't even know there was a bed. I maybe it's a paid for option, which I haven't looked in. I don't do his room too often. But I love that you have the pictures above the bed because I feel like this is totally domestic Zane, something that husband Zane would absolutely allow. I also love that you have pictures from all the different banners in there. It's just so cute. Also, your wedding, I love that it has the biggest, whitest picture frame. I love this room. I love all the pictures in it, Lilith. It looks great. I can see that you spend a lot of time with photos, and I love that for you. Thank you so much for submitting his room. I'm so excited that you did this. And that's all we have for our Hunters highlights. Again, if you're interested in submitting your photos, feel free to follow the links down in the description. But I do also provide a theme every week, or at least I try to provide a theme every week. And I'll always put that in my community post. But thank you all so much for submitting your photos. They're all super gorgeous. And honestly, I feel like a lot of Zane pictures end up being very like airy and light. Maybe it's because he's associated with the snow that a lot of times it ends up being like snow themed or white or stuff like that. But it feels very, it fits Zane so well. Kira's photos were all very light and airy, but I did like the dramatic ones as well with the star background. Thank you all again so much for submitting your photos. I love seeing them, and I love providing you a platform so that you can show them off as well. But that is all I have for you guys today. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'd really love to see you guys around. I also have an Instagram and Blue Sky where I post nearly every day. I also stream every Tuesday at noon PST on YouTube. So at the time that this is being posted, I will be going through Zane's Edge of Continuum tomorrow. I hope to see you guys there for the feels and the excitement. Let me know down in the comments, would you go to a movie theater collab? I know I absolutely would. Of course, I'm a fan of novelty experiences, so I would definitely go do anything that they collabed with. But a movie theater one in particular is something special, I think. But that's a wrap for our weekend recap. The God of Annihilation is restless and the continuum may be cracking, but I say let HQ worry about that. I've got coffee I've got to finish. As long as HQ keeps handing out morale duties, you'll hear from me first. Thanks for watching, and until then, stay safe out there, hunters.